Okay, so I told you things are changing fast, and I always want to keep you updated. So just a quick update from when I recorded the video. I'm not re-recording it because most of the information is still relevant. I just want to point out that JP Morgan and Merrill Lynch increased their unemployment rate forecast. So when I recorded this, we were saying that the most conservative forecast was Goldman Sachs at 15%. Since then, Merrill Lynch is up to 15.6%. and JP Morgan is up to 20% forecast for unemployment rates. And then just this slide isn't going to be in the main part explaining everything, but just this slide's updated too. So just for you to see, this is what I had originally recorded. And then here we go with JP Morgan's projections at 20%. So deep, more depth, less length. Just like I was saying before, that's what the experts are telling us. I wanted to give you guys that quick update. Hey friends, let's talk about unemployment. I want to go over the depth and the length a little bit as compared to what we've seen previously during financial crises, but there's definitely pain right now that people are feeling. So the bad news is that it's very deep, as we know. The good news is that it doesn't seem like it will really be for long. You know, really 1 second we had this booming economy, everything was great, and then all of a sudden, you know, within days, the light switch went off, and, you know, we had over 20 million people unemployed. So there's some deep financial pain that I know that some of you guys are feeling right now, that a lot of us are feeling. So how deep, but let's talk about this. You know, I like to put things in perspective. How deep will this go and how long will the pain be? So let's look at this. Okay, and before I start on this slide, let me pull up just some different information. Okay, these are projections from some of the leading institutions about what they predict unemployment rate will get up to. So Goldman Sachs is being the most conservative, saying that it's going to go all the way up to 15%, where we see Merrill Lynch below that at 10.6%, and Wells Fargo saying it'll go up to 7.3%. So Keeping Current Matters put together this graph, and they use the highest, the most conservative rate, the 15%, to show how this compares to what we've seen during the Great Recession and the Great Depression. So let me go back to that graph. But there is good news compared to the past. Even taking that most dire projection of 15% with Goldman Sachs, you know, we can see here that 15% quickly goes up to 6.8%. And then as we head into the next year, up to under, you know, around 4%. When we compare that to the length of time that it took to get back to work after the Great Recession, the Great Recession was 9 years. Compare that to the Great Depression, it took 12 years for the country to get back to work. So we are in a much more favorable position right now. So the bottom line is that it is devastating families. I know our oil workers, our restaurant owners, our small business owners are truly feeling the pain. So my heart is certainly going out to all the families that are feeling the heartache of this financial hardship, and then also the uncertainty of, you know, our health. I have no doubt that we will contain the virus, that we will get back to work. I always want to give you perspective, and, you know, it's not rosy right now, and I'm not trying to do that. Just again, I want to give you perspective, because now more than ever, keeping current matters. There are still people that are buying and selling homes, and if you're in that situation where the time is right for you right now, or you think the time might be right, please reach out to me. You can call, text, message me. I would be glad to talk to you and consult with you about your options. And I want you to remember, as always, that we will get through this.